SP Scientific is a manufacturer of several brands, some of which you may know. Genovac is the division that I represent, and which some of you may know our freeze dryer brands. We all work together in some areas. Genovac is a manufacturer of state-of-the-art centrifugal evaporators. We've got a patented anti-bumping technology, what we call dry pure. It's been independently studied and proven. We always maintain safe temperature for your samples. Our systems are so smart. You know, people say, well, what should I set the temperature at? We take care of that when we develop our instruments based on the solvents that you use. And we also have an auto shut-off when it's complete. And I've had people, you know, I've asked them, well, what are you doing with your samples? They say, I'll put them in at night, close the lid, and go home. And why, you know, why all the focus on sample prepping? A lot of you are talking about much more sophisticated systems. But as you know, if your samples aren't prepared right, anything that follows isn't going to be worth your time and effort. This is just an example of the study that came out of Glaxo Wellcome several years ago of our dry pure, where as you see there was the bumping that had occurred without our technology. It's basically ramping the speed of the centrifuge and the speed of the vacuum. And on the opposite side is with it that you see there's no cross-contamination. And because of that, these technologies, a combination, were ubiquitous in many of the pharmaceutical companies, but maybe not in all areas, and that's why we're delighted to be able to speak today. But one of the things we came out, and over the years we've talked to people, is that we found that many people were doing assays and dividing up their samples and basically making multi-steps till they finally got their compound of interest into a vial or a tube that was going to go into the next instrument. They were starting with larger samples. So what we came out with was a product that we call Sample Genie. Now, we have several different families of instruments, and so we had to make Sample Genies to accommodate them. And most of the pharmaceutical industry, our EZ2 and our HT series, is what you would find in most of the companies that are represented here. The Sample Genies, and I guess the simplest thing is what we're doing is they're funnels that start with a large volume. I have one here that starts at 125 ml. Can you maybe if I get in front here, can we do like I can't quite do that. It goes 125, and we can bring it down right into a scintillation vial. So that goes right down to 20 ml. Instead of taking and dividing your samples up and then reconstituting and dividing and combining them, which is really taking all those steps of error and time, and that's what we found. There was a lot of bottleneck. In the Rocket, which is another evaporator that uses steam under vacuum for heat transfer, we came up with, and they were designed for very, very large samples up to for 150 ml. This is one of our Sample Genies. I have other ones that starts with 400 ml and goes down to a 2 ml GC vial. Can you see that? So we're starting nice and big, going real small. So that's basically the Sample Genie. Of course, you know, I'm happy to talk to you about all of our product line, but I did want to show you this in particular. And I think now that's just a summary of them. Concentrate large samples, no transferring. And this is our family of products. I'm happy to talk to any of you. I say questions, but I'd be happy to take your questions downstairs at my table where I have things set up and literature for you to pick up. And thank you very much.
Thank you.